Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 10 levels from the most popular queue. So in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more viewer submitted levels, starting out with this one. Dig Through Metallic Mine by Pikgamer, with 8 plays and a score of 1. As always, if you want one of your levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if your level is covered, expand the description. Just as I expected, this stage features rolling drills. I guess this was going to be the case based off the title, and I was right. And sadly, I don't have any rush jet utilities. I guess this is the midpoint of the stage. Nope, this is actually the end of the stage. Wow. This stage was rather short. It didn't really explore its rolling drill gimmicks enough, actually. If the stage went by for at least twice as long, or better yet 3 times as long, better exploring its gimmicks, I would have given it a thumbs up. It doesn't fulfill its potential. I liked how it was introducing the rolling drills, but then it just ended here. Second level on the lineup is Training in Shaotron Temple by Lipatio 3, with 16 plays and a score of 2. I won't even try pronouncing the original title. I know I will butcher it. This is going to be another one of Lipatio's harder stages. Although the last hard stage I played by Lipatio wasn't that difficult in the end. Or wasn't too punishing, I mean. And we start with only the hard knuckle. Okay, this screen is showing us the fact that these chainsaw gabules will reflect off the hard knuckles, but the spines won't reflect off the hard knuckle. This will be important in future parts of the stage, I'm sure of it. There we go. I think you can do this challenge without the use of tellies, but it's a lot harder. Oh, I see. Didn't time it fast enough. So far it isn't too difficult, but the challenges are slowly escalating. I'm not sure why the totem pole was placed in this featureless room, but I guess it's to introduce it to the players. Oh, I see. Clever. I know a few other levels did this concept as well. For this segment, we're going to be playing as Proto Man with access to the top spin. Another empty room for some reason. I guess to transition it properly. And Proto Man does take double damage here. And that was showcasing us the fact that we can bounce on top of these gyres. You know, the lag of the stage is actually helping me here with positioning. I probably should have did a slide jump over there. Yeah, slide jump. I'm hoping to bounce on top of that gyre, but I don't think I can make it that way. And in order to reach the second column, I need to bounce on top of the first gyre. Or just wait over here, that works. Oh, I see. Now I feel a bit silly of what I need to do, actually. Oh, rats. I must have clipped through the gyre over there and hit the spikes. It's a similar situation with spines in this engine. Oh well, at least there's a checkpoint right before this challenge. And that's how we do it, and thank you for the checkpoint after that segment. That was spike heavy. Now we do this challenge in reverse with slowdown, which is actually quite helpful here with positioning. Most of the time I don't like the slowdown, but here it works pretty well. I should have gone right more over there. And of course, I can also damage boost through this challenge, but it's not recommended because Proto Man takes double damage here. And that's how we do it. And that's the end of the second section. The third section focuses on bass. Bass and the charge kick. I want to try something. Okay, so I can chain together the dashing as well as charge kick in midair, but I need to be quick about it. And this is one of those segments, I see. I thought I was gonna get hit by the enemy and die there. Guess not. And yet I died over here because that was my fault. Forgot about that as well. And Lipatio wasn't kidding that this stage would be hard. I always have troubles with these segments. I made it past that segment. Counting all of the edited out deaths, I died at least a dozen times in that section alone, mainly due to all the air slides through those spike columns. Lipatio wasn't kidding that this stage would be hard. In total I've died at least 24 times throughout this stage. Now we have Sparkman platforms. Wasn't too bad actually, much easier than the previous segment. Of course that's also because I'm playing as bass. If I was playing that segment as Mega Man or Proto Man, it'd be more difficult. Now we have Shadow Man platforms to worry about. Of course I can also just do this. And completely circumvent half the challenge, why not? You may want to put an invisible ceiling over there, so players don't just jump over the spike columns. Forgot about that. But that force beam sound effect worries me. Well, I didn't actually need to do a quick reset there. I thought that I just spent my charge kick usage there, and for some reason the game froze over there. It seems to be an intermittent glitch when you use the quick reset at certain intervals. And I thought I had enough inertia to get back, but guess not. And the stuttering is not helping. And that's why there was a red force beam over there. I edited out 8 or 9 deaths off screen because of squeezing in between the 2 blocks between those spike columns. Once again, the hardest part of the stage. The stuttering that happened just before didn't help matters either. Now we're back to Mega Man. I see what Lipatio is going for here. Not fast enough. That's what I'm aiming for, but it's easier said than done to reach. That works too. Oh, and getting into the teleported area is a quick reset to the beginning. And I need to sneak in the hard knuckle between all these blocks in order to damage Ferroman. Which is harder than it looks because it's basically a harder version of the previous challenge. I don't want to push it too far up because it'll get deflected, but not too far down where it gets stuck. And bounce it off of that one too. This is gonna cause a few problems. Wait a minute. Can I reach it that way? Nope. At least he can't hit me from here. At least I only need to hit him once, and then the fight finishes itself. This stage's difficulty curve was kind of wonky. The sections where we needed to squeeze in between those columns of spikes, those were easily the hardest part of the stage. I'll still give the stage a thumbs up, but I'd say to smooth out the difficulty curve a bit so it's a more solid level. Third level on the lineup is SAN-003 System Man by Jedox74. With 10 plays and a score of 3. So the third in the series of the Dr. Satchel Assassin number stages. We have the choice of playing through the stage as either Mega Man or Proto Man. Let's go through the stage as Mega Man. And these are equivalent to the Doc Robot series of stages of Jethawk's series of levels. And just like before, we start with a whole slew of special weapons. I was hoping that was a secret ladder camouflaged in the background, but nope, it's just acting like a screen divider. And I guess that cinematic segment acted like a transition to the second section of the stage. And here's the mini boss room. Once again, good design for putting a checkpoint just after the mini boss room. Also, thank you for the full refills of special weapons here. And this actually leads to a secret. The brick drop is working wonders against almost everything in this stage. And there we have it, that was the end of this level. This is all doable Buster only, but of course using special weapons makes it easier. Although I'd say the previous two levels in the SAN series were harder. This one was more on the easy, pleasant side. So the Water Wave is actually Chargeman's weakness here. Makes sense as it's a ground-based weapon, and Chargeman's locked to the ground. This was a stage to me, probably a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. It wasn't bad per se, it was pleasant. Fourth level of the lineup is a Bounciful Construction by DecidWillMatter with 6 plays and a score of 1. This stage is around 20 screens long, and we have the choice of playing through the stage as either Mega Man, Proto Man, or Bass, each with their own abilities. Let's go through this stage as Proto Man because I haven't played as Proto Man in this part yet. I wonder if each character has their own path. I'll double check after I complete one pathway. And of course, here are the springs. Oh, and we also start with the brick drop too. Thankfully, it doesn't seem that Proto Man takes double damage here. Yeah, let's go for the Gemini laser there. Meaning that we have a harder mode version of the stage now. If I held right over there, I would have made it, but I panicked and went to the left and fell in the pit. Well, somehow I just one-shot several of those Pikgamens at once. That didn't happen in the previous screen. And I get the feeling that taking the upper route will lead me to an extra E-tank or something. Yep, I was right. And I suppose that's the end of the stage. Or is it? Yep, it was. It was kind of like a Mega Man 1 boss corridor. Oh, never mind, the boss's weakness is actually Brick Drop. I guess that's one way to ensure that all three characters will have access to a weakness. But as I said at the beginning of the stage, I'll need to check out the other characters to see if they have different routes. But already, I like this stage. Yep, it's the exact same stage as before, but if we play as a different character, we'll get a different special weapon, along with a different set of challenges in a different way, because each character is suited to a different set of challenges, especially if we play as Base versus Mega Man / Proto Man. It was a neat little level. In fact, I'd say that this was my favorite level to part currently. Fifth level on the lineup is Rainy Fortress Updated by MAGMAX with 10 plays and a score of 0. A few parts ago, I played Rainy Fortress prequel, so let's see how this one compares. I didn't really like the prequel. Okay, we start with 5 capsules of Windstorm. Not really 5 capsules, but 5 different entries to the Windstorm and special weapon selection. that's the first challenge done. Now the other challenge. I need to slide in there and make the jump somehow. Actually, just make the slide jump and then spawn in the wind tornado. Or just do that. That works too. And that was the second challenge done. And there are no special weapon capsules here, so I guess that's why MAGMAX gave me access to 5 different bars of the same special weapon. And that's the third challenge done. I'm really thankful that MAGMAX put checkpoints after every challenge to reduce repetition. And now we fight Metal Man over here. Let's try this again, shall we? Now I understand how to do this boss fight. I wanted to quickly shoot off the top over there, but it didn't work. And there we have it, that's the end of this boss fight. I like this boss fight a lot more than the boss fight in Rainy Fortress prequel. Sure, it was frantic, but at least you had several shots of firing at a Metal Man. And as long as you paid attention and got in the groove, it went by pretty well. Having to shoot down the Combustible tops as well as dodge the Metal Man's metal blades. And learning how to manipulate his pattern. So, sixth and final level to depart is Collapse, also by MAGMAX, with 22 plays and a score of 7. Another short level. Slowly the stage is getting closed further and further, with different enemies nearby. Okay, that's different. I also do have the Metal Blade too to make this easier. That's what I was intending to do there, just bypass that challenge. Sort of. Well, I gotta do this again. I accidentally destroyed the floor. At least there are plentiful ways to restore weapon energy. And it seems that damage boosting is the way to go here, to make your life a bit easier. And that's the end of that short stage. Time to fight Crash Man. Using Mega Buster is the way to go here. It was a short stage focusing on how Mega Man's playable arena was getting slowly more enclosed, and a bit more creative with the setups with the pull legs. And I know there's a Collapse version 2 and I think a version 3 out, so I'd like to see how they iterate upon this idea. So overall, out of the 6 levels I played in this part, my favorite level would probably be a Bounciful Construction by DecidWillMatter. So in the next part, I'll be covering a longer Viewer's Made level. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!